All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna hit you with all the sound bites I can, a cappella. You already know it's Alex Doomsday Liners here on Boxing Voice podcast radio show, and it looks like I've been given the keys to the mothership, and I'm gonna be taking over the airwaves and sound waves for tonight's flagship show. Now, everybody's probably wondering, where is the Skipperoni? Well, Skipperoni's taking care of some things, handling some important matters. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this boat afloat and talk some boxing. So just want to say thank you for tuning in, everybody out there right now. The Dumatron's taking the helm. So just want to know if anybody's wondering about the phone calls for today's episode. I probably will only be able to bring on Skype callers. Unfortunately, this is the predicament right now. The skip did not leave the manual laying around. So we're going to try our best to try to get by another flagship show for the day. And, maybe tomorrow we'll be better prepared. So we're going to go over just some topics that I guess I feel, and, you probably feel, are relevant to the ending of the year, right? It's the end of the year. We got a ton of good boxing this year. Hell of a freaking year, man. I'm telling you. There's so many fights that we can talk about. And I know we got to talking this morning about some of the fights that we thought were, send a message every 1 second. I don't know what I did there, but probably handle that. Guys on the chat, let me know if anything different with the speed of the live chat. If there's an adjustment, I'll make it. Champ. So the title is Jake Paul fight with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in talks. 2022 boxing schedule looking good. I mean, we're gonna start with the first one, I guess. Jake Paul's been in everybody's ears. The guy's just very good at putting on super shows, and he's made a name for himself. So, I mean, if you're talking about fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., we might be talking about a real fighter. I mean, Julio Cesar Chavez might be, in the losers column a couple of times. We've been disappointed with him, but he's still a fighter, and not just a regular fight. He's a boxer, right? So fighting Julio Cesar Chavez, that's really the next step for Jake Paul. I mean, we thought we were going to get it with Tommy Fury, but Tommy had a little rib shot, took a little medicine ball to the rib cage, or God knows what happened to the kid. But he lost a huge payday, a lot of money was lost, man. I mean, could you imagine? Could you imagine you walk into the lottery, to the lottery store or the store, the bodega, wherever you get your lottery, and you get the golden ticket. You won. Then, you go home, you're celebrating before you cashed in your ticket and you lost it. That's what happened to Tommy. Tommy, oh man.
Payday. You want payday?
Yeah, you won't get that. You lost it. And now Jake Paulie, that is going to try to, maybe move on. Maybe with somebody that he feels would give him a better solid ground in the hardcore boxing fandom space. But yeah, guys, I'm going solo dolo, Scarface no Manolo, uh, because that's just the way it is right now. So I didn't get too much time to pick out these topics, so we're gonna freestyle, get wicked wild on the Boxing Voice this evening. Just want to say shout out to a couple of the live chat champions out there, always tuning in, intrigued. Shout out to you, Chris. Shout out to you. You got my man Tigre 2 time. Chavez Jr. will take that fight quick. Yeah, I already know, champ. Definitely will take that fight. That's a payday right now. Dago, what up? 619 in the building. Yo, that is a payday. Huge payday, man. I mean, you're talking about Jake Paul now. Jake Paul, Canelo's the payday, but Jake Paul is the new payday. Somebody said that Jake Paul was the closest thing we got to a Mayweather right now. I kind of laughed because I thought it was bullshit, but maybe he was on to something. Like, you know, he's making money. Jake Paul is a ticket, but he's not quite the ticket for boxers yet. I think it's more for MMA fighters. So I don't know. Salute Cali. What up, champ? We in the building trying to hold it down. We're gonna get a little craftier over here with the software and attach things they're supposed to be so I can have that splash. And what more can we really say about Jake Paul fight, right? Jake Paul fight with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Uh, that would be epic. When do they do it? Do they do it in Cinco de Mayo? That would be huge numbers. Uh, that's usually reserved for Canelo. I don't know what Canelo's schedule is looking like, but man, I could only imagine a Jake Paul fight with Julio Cesar Chavez around, Cinco de Mayo time when the party started. And, it's just such a freaking wonderful day to market around boxing and celebration overall. Gordo Ace Bulldogs, que estamos, hermano. Ahí, tranquilo, chill, chizzy. Round one, chill. My man Chauncey Pearls in the building, do me holding it down. The ship. Yo, do you think Junior will take this fight serious or will it be another vergüenza on his name? What do you think wins? I mean, bro, you know, Jake Paul has really shown us that he got some power. And you know, it has to be respected, right? But I'm not gonna go as far as saying that, he's an expert boxer. I think that the camp's doing a pretty good job with Jake and basically polishing him up and he's basically like a Wilder to me right now. He's boxed around a bit and I can honestly say that he hasn't shown me no major like boxing skill just yet, but he has shown me that he has a freaking wallop on his right hand. So going up against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., man, is a different story. He's gonna have to really know how to box. Um, Julio Cesar hits too. He hits pretty hard. So it would be a fight that would challenge him on a boxing level more than anything. Because like I said before, the guys he's been fighting have been YouTube stars and some MMA fighters. The guy I gave him credit for was this Tyron. This last two fights, I gave him credit. He knocks him out the second fight. I mean, he fought a champion, but not a champion in boxing. So, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight will kind of cement him a little more on this side of the fence than on the MMA knockout, man. That's not really what boxing experts or for that boxing fans really looking for. They're looking for that integration, that full integration, champ. Go on Skype and we'll meet, champ. Don't worry about it, champ. I'm gonna be taking in some calls from the Skype. Hopefully, it would happen like earlier today. I was able to get some guys on through the Skype. You could call me on Skype. I don't know how many calls I could have on here, but my Skype is Alex Linus. I'll put it up on the chat, and we'll try some things. We'll find our way, and get everybody on here to voice their opinion. That's what we about. Check the live chat. I'll put the name up there again for the Skype and see how I can maybe get some people on. I know I can't get you on visually just yet. I would have to wait for tomorrow. I'll play with the software tonight, see if I can attach the accounts, and if I can, yeah, I'll be doing that soon. But I'll be able to take your call audio. I will definitely be looking to the back call and whoever's wanting to call me on Skype, Alex Linez, and I can go ahead and kind of like just put you in on the audio, and you could say your piece, and we take calls. So yeah, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. On Cinco de Mayo, that would be nuts. Guy like Julio Cesar Chavez, Mexican boxing, you know, royalty. I think that a fight like that could, and knowing Jake Paul, he'd probably take it to Mexico too. That would be crazy. Imagine having a fight in Mexico before before Canelo. I don't know if Canelo's ever fought. Well, of course he's fought in Mexico in the beginning, but like bringing it back in his late in career right now, I don't think he's fought as of late in Mexico. Um, so yeah, we're gonna keep talking some boxing 2022 boxing schedule. That's the other half of the title here. See if we can. Matter of fact, you know what we're gonna do? We're not gonna skip over to the other topic. We're gonna let some of the callers right now see if they want to go ahead and jump in and talk a little bit with me about this Jake Paul fight with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Let's see who we can get on the Skype. All right. All right, everybody on the TBV podcast Skype, if y'all can mute up for me. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go in there, see if maybe I can, you know, pick some of the audio out. Hopefully, we're okay. Let's go, champ. Let's see. Let's see. Let's start off with Brandon. Brandon, see if you could come on. See if you could come on and speak, champ. See if we're getting through the audio so we can take these callers. But Brandon might not be available, so let's see somebody else. That's pause. Stonebone Boxing. Shout out to you, champ. I don't know if you want to maybe hop in, say something or not. Yeah, because I definitely don't control your Skypes. I'm not the leader of the packy. Davidian's on there. See, Davidian's listening. Audio got loud for a second. Chris. Yeah, it might have been the Skype that came in. That's unpaid vacay. Vaca face. No, yeah, man. Okay, Coach Mitty just joined. Let's see if Coach Mitty could come in and maybe I could hear Coach Mitty. I don't know. We'll see. Coach Mitty, you want to unmute? Unmute.
Yo,
Coach.
you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I'm just trying to see if we're clear on the live. Did it
Cool.
earlier. I did it earlier. Anybody on the live? Let me see. Next scan to try your jump tube. Anybody on the live chat? If you could tell me if you could hear Coach Mitty. Coach Mitty, man, what you
Yo,
think about this Jake Paul fight with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., man? I mean, this is another money fight. Anything this kid touches is money. Jake Paul's doing it.
yeah, I mean, you're right. It's money, and it's funny because you guys were talking about it earlier, right? Like, I think like the day after he slept Tyron Woodley, I think it was King Amin that came out and said, "Oh, yeah, how about if I Julio Cesar Chavez Jr." And that seems like a good fight. It's definitely like a champion, like a boxer, even better than Tommy Fury, bro. Um, the only and it's a money fight. The only problem and the only question mark is that if Jake Paul beats that dude, uh, people are still going to talk about like, oh, he took a dive because we've seen Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. throw fights before. So because he has that history, then no matter how like Jake Paul's still gonna have like if he managed to get the win, right? He's still going to have like people who will doubt the legitimacy of his win, right? They will say, yo, this dude took a dive. He was in a contract. He was supposed to lose. And yeah, man. But I mean, it should be a good fight, though.
And we're also talking about the 2022 boxing schedule looking good. I mean, we're going to start off the quarter pretty okay. I mean, you got in February two of your UK brethren. I don't know if Amir Khan is all the way UK, but you got Amir Khan versus Kell Brook.
Hey,
What's up with that
American
one?
is all the way UK, man. It is my boy, too. That's a good fight. A lot of people talk about it. Oh, it's too late. Uh, but you know what? They're still going to watch it. It's still sold out pretty quickly. I know it's a bit later than what we would have wanted, but it's still going to be an exciting fight. Those two guys, the history that they have, the build up is going to be good for sure, but also their fighting style. Those two guys don't know how to take like backward steps. I know they're not like, in the prime or what they used to be, but that's not going to change the style of fighting, right? They're just going to meet in the middle. Khan is going to try to outspeed Brook. Brook is going to try to find the angle and the slick movement around him. It's going to be a good fight, man. And they both damage goods, like as everyone says, right? So that's going to add into the fight. Either way, I don't think it goes the distance. So you
Wait,
know,
what do you mean? The damaged goods, both of them, or just Kell Brook?
yeah, yeah. I mean, both of them took like losses that are quite bad along the way, right? Like
Yeah,
so. But Kell Brook is definitely damaged good, like physically in terms of having like two broken eye sockets, right?
yeah,
But
that's what I meant. I mean, when you think of Amir Khan, I think just about the the kind of the jokes and stuff about the chin, but
yeah,
I don't think he's ever been broken
no, no, no. He
like
doesn't
that.
have like he doesn't have like a busted knee or broken bones or whatever. It's just like what he has is the speed, and the speed doesn't get any better with age, right? So, and that's his best attribute, right? Reflexes aren't gonna get any better the older you get, right? So, if you were getting caught when you were at your prime, then you're probably gonna get caught, when you're a bit older, right? So,
Shit,
uh, but yeah, he's my boy anyway, so I'm going for Can for the win, right? So,
Man.
I want him to win so bad. Yeah,
Coach Smitty sticking behind his man's in them. Yeah, Khan. I think Khan has a great opportunity. His speed is never. I don't think he's ever slowed down, man. This guy's so fast. He
yeah, hand speed is mad, crazy.
man, crazy. I don't know if Kell Brook's gonna be ready for that type of speed, but he's a tough mofo, man. He's back in action. I'm nicknaming him the Terminator. This guy's got broken bones, titanium plates, and he keeps coming back. So can't really count him out. But damage is damage, man. I mean, does Khan have that type of power to put to kind of like maybe put
I
this
mean,
one away?
it has the power. I think not like the one punch knockout or not like the bone breaking power, but it has that respectable power. I want to say, and again, like the amount of shots that are coming at you in quick succession, the cumulative impact has to be something, right? So, um, yeah, man. Like I don't think it'll be a matter of power with Can. Like it'll be more like the speed and the cumulative impacts of him landing at high frequency. Hopefully, if he can land at high frequency, that would be a problem more than anything. But but
So
everyone says like if he goes past 6 rounds, then Brook is likely to stop Khan. Uh, but then Khan can just touch him up good in the first six round, and then maybe get him out of there. So.
so then you're if for all the betting community, so you're betting on Khan TKO. That we're doing.
No, no, no. I'm actually going Can UD. Like, I don't think it will get. Well, I don't know. I want to put myself out there and say I don't think it's gonna get caught, but you know, and he can probably outbox him like for the 12. Right? I'm not one of those that will say, oh, if he gets caught, if he gets touched on the chin, he's gonna go over. I want him to. Well, actually, he showed against Maidana, right? That's the one thing people really piss me off when they talk about his chin. Because if you watch that Maidana fight, he had some torrid rounds, man. Like round 10, I believe, like in the Maidana fight, he had to go through like some tough time, right? Where Maidana connected flush on him, and if his chin was that bad, he would have gone, right? So, um, yeah, he can do it. But the few times when he went over, like the Danny Garcia loss, when Danny caught him in the sweet spots, and that was it, right? It was gone.
Yeah, it was
But even
buttons. Yeah.
then, he wasn't just put to sleep. He was still just trying to come back um and just like keep on fighting, right? Same thing with like the first loss he ever got, like with Brady's Prescott. He went down, heavy shots, but he came back up again, right? So the only guy that put him to sleep is Canelo, and that was what, like a 160. He's not really a 160 pounder, right?
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah,
you
to me
good.
the chin is not that much of an issue. Everyone likes to joke about it, but Yeah, that's what it is, man. When you get knocked out, people want to just make fun.
And I know you missed the morning show. I don't know if were you on the morning show. I think I might have seen you on the morning show
I
last week.
listened, like I was in the chat for a little bit, then I had to go. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
seen you. I seen you. So there was a couple of fights we talked about, but what's the most anticipated fight for 2022 boxing schedule?
I mean, 2022. Oh, the most anticipated.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the fight that we keep talking about, and that has to happen at some point, right? We want to see Bud and Spence in the welterweight division meet in 2022. Um, it has to be the fight because um, every damn show is about those two, and you have like two sets of fans that are very convinced that their man is the best in a division that is usually one of the hottest division, in boxing. So yeah, like I would love to see that fight. I'm not sure we see it in 2022 though, but yeah.
Well, let's go chant. That's Coach Mitty tuned in on the freestyle Thursdays here with the Doomatron right now. Appreciate you, Coach Mitty. Yeah, man. Look, boxing schedule is gonna be looking crazy. There's a bunch of fights we want. What do we get? That's a whole nother story. But yeah, man. Shout out to the chat, Matt, Machine Gun, Henry. What up, Champy? Yeah, man. We doing it right now. Trying to take the helm right now while the Skipperoni handles his handle, and hopefully you guys are tuning in. This is Thursday flagship. We're going flagship freestyle right now. Just trying to see what is out there for us to talk about on tonight's show. Since my bro had to go, maybe we could talk a little bit more about the 2022 boxing schedule and what that's gonna look like. Yeah, the best dad ever, champ. Salute to you, man. Appreciate that, man. Mad love. Shout out to the best dad, showing the Dumatron some cash appy love on the earlier show, man. Yeah, man, I'm taking the helm right now, and I'm just trying to see where we go with everything. Let me see if what the super chat. I mean, the pre-pro, got King. I mean, I know you said you wanted to come on too, man. If you're on the Skype, you could definitely chime in if you wanted to. Let me see who else is on the line. See if we can get somebody else. I think 5 from 74. So I think they're just listening. Alex Vega. You got Alex Vega, you got Dom, and you got Davidian on the Skype. So we'll go ahead and jump in with the live chat to see what we got going. Oh yeah, Lubin versus Fundora has been approved. So yeah, that's a very interesting fight actually, man. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. It's crazy that we're starting to see those young prospects that we saw a few years ago with Ness going down to Florida, getting to meet Lubin. When he was a few years younger, and we already know he was young, just entering the game. But that fight with Fundora would be that would be a fight. Fundora, he's like the praying mantis. He's super tall, but for a tall fighter, he likes to fight on the inside. He likes to, make fights fun. And Erickson Lubin, we already know what we get from the hammer. We get knockouts, and he KO'd Jason Rosario in his last fight. Lubin's been on a 5-6 fight winning streak since the Jermell Charlo loss. So seeing him with Fundora, who's been on a tear too, would be two young fighters that are in their prime right now, or going to their prime. Because obviously developmental, as you fight higher competition, the development happens. But these two guys clashing would be a great fight. Fundora's become a favorite of a lot of boxing spectators and analysts, and they fell in love with the height, with the way this kid is built and the way he likes to fight. He's relentless, and he hasn't lost. He hasn't lost. He's had a draw, and he's been TKOing cats, man. I mean, there's nothing else to say. The Sergio Garcia fight he just had, in early December was a unanimous decision, but he did TKO Kota. I know you probably won't give him super props, but those that know who Kota is probably will. His last fight was a stinker versus the Spaniard. Dan Troy, call it the stinky. Why you got to be the stinker? I mean, look, sometimes styles make fights, man. CSS Voden. We'll stay tuned on that question, Champy. We'll let you know what's going on in the near future. For now, the Dumatron's just holding it down, trying to pick out some, boxing topics right now so we could freestyle, talk about them because that's where we at right now, champ. Boxing status. Uh, if you want to talk a little about boxing business, I don't know if I ever heard of a boxing. Well, I don't know. The Triller Company just went public at $5 billion valuation. I don't know what that really means, but I guess there's an IPO on there. It's crazy what this company's doing. It's just flipping tables and doing mad stuff. But shit, $5 billion valuation. I mean, the UFC sold for $4 billion. So Triller to go public at $5 billion valuation is whoa. It's a lot of money. So I'm gonna stay away from all the business talk right now with Triller. But damn, $5 billion valuation. It's a lot of money. Again, the UFC was bought for $4 billion. So let's talk about let's see. I mean, I don't want to keep talking about Mr. Jake Paul, but his boxing wish list was kind of crazy. Wanted to fight Floyd Mayweather, Tyson Fury. I said it earlier. What else can we touch on, man? One thing for sure I got to say, man, and I don't know if everybody's aware of this, but prayers go out to David Diamante, who is an incredible ring announcer. I know you guys know who I'm talking about. Cool ass dude. He's going through some hard times right now. He had a motorcycle accident on Monday in Brooklyn, and he's suffered some critical fractures. I mean, look, man, the guy has a long way, and I hope it's a short way right back to recovery. But we're just glad that he's alive. But he has a long recovery with a few fractures to his spine, multiple broken ribs, and says some serious damage to his right knee. So, prayers go out to Dave Diamante. David Diamante, if you don't know, is a ring announcer and very, very popular ring announcer that knows, how to do his job very good. He's iconic, man. So shout out to David Diamante. May our prayers go out to you, brother. Hope you recover fast, speedy, and our prayers are with you. So yeah, man, that was one thing that I wanted to mention. But let's go back to the heavyweights. Heavyweight weighing over 350 pounds goes 0-2 in 77 seconds combined. I'm diving. I'm diving right now. I'm diving for boxing news right now. It's crazy. We're a little light on the state side. That's what King Amir has said. But what else can we talk about? I mean, Frank Warren. Yeah, Frank Warren did say some things. Oh shit, Dom in the building. Dom, man, hop on real quick. What did you want to talk about, Bivol?
Yo, what's good? What's good?
What's good, Champy?
No, I mean, maybe y'all can get on the show. Joe Smith, what's good, man? What's good? Maybe get from Joe Smith's manager and see what they're gonna do if they win or lose, or preferably who's getting the next fight after this. I would love to see unification, Bivol and Joe Smith. It's due time. How many title defenses do we need to see? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was looking for some batteries to my mouse, man. My shit died. Yeah. No, I get it. No,
Oh man.
yeah, Yeah, man, I'm going solo dolo. No Scarface, no Manolo. I feel like the guy in the kitchen in the beginning of the movie of Scarface and shit. The one they threw the fucking handkerchief at. I don't even know what's going on here. I gotta get some. I gotta get some batteries
Don't
for
feel
my
like
phone.
the Matrix.
What Matrix are you talking about, champ?
We're on there.
There goes there
But
goes.
no, I think
You think what? Bivol's the master of disaster in that division. All right.
no, I think with that's a good fight to see right now. Or Gilberto, if he's calling out him, guess if people want it, then give it.
Yeah, Gilberto right now. I don't.
Gilberto Ramirez, that
All right, the champ is cutting out. All right, brother. Thanks for tuning in with us. I'll go back to you. Yeah, that was Dom, man. Sorry, guys. My freaking mouse died out on me. Had to replace the batteries. Chatty, throw some topics at me right now. I went in, flying into the clouds. Pocket, Doomy Nesmar, even Lady Champ puts Chavez Jr. on the canvas, so it should be easy work for Paul. Skype death. Look at Canna. What you mean Skype death? Bivol, my favorite caller, to be honest, Bivol. Mute up, champies. Call you out of the mute squad. Hold that Fundora like Paul Williams. Yeah, a little bit. Standing tall. What happened to the Triple G fight? I mean, what do you mean what happened? COVID happened. I think that, with the Omicron outbreak or whatever the hell this is now, I think that it had impact on that. Don't quote me on it, but I think that that's exactly what happened. Wouldn't know if there would be any other reason why that fight didn't happen. It was supposed to take place and it didn't. So I mean, it was supposed to be the 29th, but it was the Omicron variant, man. The fight has been postponed because of Omicron. Sounds like a Star Wars fucking villain. But yeah, that's what happened. Dom's call went to Skype death. Japan scary. Yeah, Canna. It definitely is. It's scary out there with all this bullshit. Man, you guys got a Silva beat Junior. Yeah, Anderson Silva did beat Junior, man. That's crazy. Like, do we even give him credit now? Holy fucking moly. Good point, man. Good point. Shout out to Rod Dog. If Anderson Silva beat up Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., then what kind of credit do you give Jake Paul if he beats him? I mean, you know, MMA guy technically already beat the boxer. So it's sort of like first comes the MMA fighter, then a boxer who lost to an MMA fighter, and then a real boxer. That's how it really is, if you really think about it. Junior is Basuda, then B Dog. I mean, look, we always knew he had potential, man. He got the blood, right? And I think that it was just a little bit of the discipline that lacked, just a little bit. But he could fight. He could fight. I don't even know if he really went in practicing for Anderson Silva. I got to go back and see this shit. I mean, who knows? Boxing shows are canceled in the UK. Who's that? Mute up, Champy. Come on, Scampy. Who that? Vega. Who that? He said Vega. Or the best dad. Champ. You there? Oh, all right. Where do we go, bro? We're at the end of the year. I think that there's not really much to cover, but there is fights for 2022 that are being anticipated and talked about. So if you guys are wanting to talk about any of that, let me know. Connection was lost again through my mouse. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna try to see if I get some new batteries. Can't even see no questions right now. This is crazy. Call me no baterias right now. All right, boom. So let me just put this I guess open up a chat on the phone so I communicate with y'all because we're live right now. And who do we got? All right, Chavez Jr. is trash. If he lost to an MMA fighter, he's going to lose to a YouTuber who's beating up MMA fighters. That's what I just said, brother. It doesn't make any sense. Jake Paul's not really going to get the credit he wants. Yo, Spencer Emelianenko is still fighting? Yeah, they're fighting. I mean, I don't know about fighting each other, but they're definitely fighting. Eubanks had that rescheduled already, right, Mitty? Yeah, it did get rescheduled. Who else? Who else is on the live chat tuning in? Remember, guys, I'm going really raw right now. Tomorrow I'll have this set up a little bit better where we can, have intros and do all the other stuff. But we'll keep it light tonight. Just waiting to see if anybody else is on the Skype. Want to jump in while I take care of this mouse issue. Hold on. Okay, we're connected. Damn. I know what's going on with my mouse, man. Shit's acting up. Jake have a legend. Let's see Canelo versus Beterbiev next. All right, let's talk about Canelo versus Beterbiev, right? Is it more likely to fight a Beterbiev, or is it a better idea to fight a Beterbiev first before fighting a Makabu? Because I mean, a Makabu is it's you're jumping up several pounds to get up to 200. I mean, if you're at 175, that's 25 pounds. When you're going from 160 to 168 to 175, you're not jumping up 25 pounds. You're jumping up a little. What is it? A little less than 5 pounds. What is it? 75. That's 7 pounds. You're jumping up. You're going from 175 to 200. I'm pretty sure Makabu is going to be 200. So what do? You fight that 175 monster first. See if you can take it up to heavyweight. Maybe test the power out. Because Kovalev wasn't really a super test for somebody that's really going to be able to hit you and catch you. And he was a hard hitter. I'm not going to say Kovalev didn't hit hard, but Beterbiev is just a more I guess a more renowned volume puncher, that has power. I mean, could really hurt you. So, unifying another division before going up, or letting Bivol maybe fight Beterbiev first. I don't know. This could go a couple of ways, but I don't think that Canelo's going to go straight into a Makabu fight. I think he has a couple of more fights, if not one, definitely at the 175 division. He just won't be cutting as much weight. I don't think the transition will be that hard. I mean, Team Batman, he did, but Kovalev, that was young, hungry Kovalev. That wasn't vodka Kovalev. And be honest with you, that was a sad story for Kovalev. Him, beating the guy to death in the ring. But shit happens. That shouldn't happen, man. And this sport is a sport that it definitely needs to be respected. And unfortunately, these things happen. But I don't think Kovalev had the type of power that that Beterbiev has. I think the Beterbiev can hit you with anything. But Kovalev was more his right hand. He would hit you with these jabs in the right hand. And Beterbiev just, he's an overwhelming guy. He hits you to the body, to the head, uppercuts, hooks, straights. I mean, he could hit you with it, and he could hurt you with any of them. He did hurt, one thing I give Kovalev, he did have a jab that really peppered, Canelo. Canelo's face was rosy red. Even though, he took him out, Kovalev did have success with the jab. The jab was a success. and it gave Canelo some angles that definitely made him think more. What do I think about Andrade possibly ducking Zanabek? I mean, what do you mean possibly? You know, is Andrade actively saying he doesn't want to fight? Is that what's going on? I gotta check that out because I mean, I don't think Demetrius Andre is trying to go nowhere. I know that he's looking for a big fight, so if that's something that he's deciding based off of that, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at him. Uh, Janabek is definitely a dangerous guy. No, this guy's nothing to be playing around with. He's 11-0. I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, that's not the route that he wants to go. Can't really blame it, Demetrius. Demetrius has been waiting for a big shot for a long time. He's been waiting for a big fight for a long time, and I think that that's what he wants. But Janabek might be somebody that could present some issues. He's a strong fighter, another guy that likes to fight, get in the pocket. I mean, you saw how fun this last fight was that we saw him with Hassan. But he was able to stop him. Guy's yeah, the guy's a he's a killer. He likes to fight. He likes to be in the inside. He likes to use his power. And he's a fighter that takes risks, I believe, too, calculated risks. But fighting a guy like you know Demetrius is a whole other story, man. Demetrius is going to be able to do so much more in the ring than a guy like Hassan. So I don't blame Demetrius, trying to dodge that one. There's bigger fish to fry. Who's that? Who's name? What do you think about Mickey Garcia at 135? Rod, what are you talking about? What do I think about him at 135? What do you mean, Champy? Because at 135, you're talking about Mike going all the way back down. Like, I don't know, champ. I don't know if that happens. Let me pull up La Voz del Boxeo, the boxing voice rankings. I don't know why I didn't have that up there. All right, boom. Anybody in the chat or anybody in the Skype? Who else is on here? Davidian. Let's go, champ. I gotta be able to bring on the other Skype callers. Let me see what else. Who else is on here? No boxing, no talk. That's obviously not going on. Let me see. Block. Accept. Yeah, I'm gonna have to open up a couple of groups, man, and see if I could get somebody else on. You know what? Let me let's try something else, guys. I'm gonna hang up on that one. Let's see if we could call some of the some of the some of the other hosts. I'm gonna ring the group. See if they come on. Let's go, champ. Canelo versus Mayweather 2. Let's do it. Come on, Enrique. That shit ain't happening, champ.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Not happen. Definitely not happening. Definitely not happening. Mikey thinking about moving back down. Damn. Rod, I mean, if you say so, I don't know how that would happen. Sandro Martin's at 140, right? Was on 140. So I don't know. I don't know if he could make it back down. It'll be good to see him back in shape. Yo, Luis, man, shout out to you, champ. You know me, I'm hanging in there right now, bro. This was like me going in bald. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I dove in today because I wanted to just stay afloat. But tomorrow, we'll break it down a little bit better. See if I can have actual co-host too on and work the call setup a little different. So, yeah, champs. Wilder versus Hellenius for the title. Robert Wadlow, what are you talking about? Don't nobody got a title. Oh man, Big Fish Vega, don't be the fighter. Texas, boom. I choose Junior loses Paul. He'll give his up. Mega Man. All right, who else? Shouts to Canelo versus Mikey. Okay, nobody's throwing me anything. No bones being thrown at the kid. It's all good. All gravy. I'm gonna motherfucking dig something up right now. What can we dig up? He's talking about them. Okay, that was done. The Triple G fight. What else was on schedule for 2022? I don't think we could. We had too many fights that were already scheduled, already set in motion. I mean, Amir Khan versus Kell Brook was the only one that really came to the mind as already scheduled. Who else? Who else could we possibly 2022? See if we can get a some more anticipated fights to talk about since the year's over. Unless y'all got some more stuff to talk about. I mean, I could talk about the fights that we've seen as of recent. I mean, so many good fights that we could have talked about. I mean, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about this is the best year in the last 5 years in boxing, or the best year in the last 10 years? I mean, how good was this boxing year? You know, what can you compare it to? Because right now, I was just looking for okay. Let's look at the January schedule. Let's not even go too far, right? Let's stick with some of the fights that we're going to be seeing in January. Said Thurman Tank versus who? GJR. Okay, champ. Tank versus GRJ in summer. Okay, who's GRJ? Gary Russell Jr. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I know Gary's got somebody else in mind. Forgot who it was. Charlo Castano too. Yeah, we getting that. Davidian, shout out to you, champ. Yeah, Christopher Fundora versus Lubin has been approved. It's not set in motion, but it's been approved by the governing body. I don't know if it what I forget if it's the WBA, WBC, but yeah, it's already been approved. And let's talk about the schedule, right, for 2022. Let's talk about some of the heavyweights, right? We're gonna have some heavyweight fights scheduled in Hollywood, Florida, on Fox Sports, and you got Luis Ortiz versus Charles Martin. And I think that's solid, right? I don't know if it is. I think that fight is definitely gonna do well. It's in Florida. I was down there in Florida, Tampa, Miami. Florida really, really, really is a beautiful, beautiful state, and many, 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 many attractions. And Luis Ortiz, he's a Cuban fighter. He's gonna get that Cuban support down in Florida. Let me fighting at the Seminole Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. So, definitely if you want to go do a little gambling, rambling, you're in Florida, you can go check this fight out at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. 12-round fight too at that. And last fight that Luis Ortiz, he knocked the guy out. I mean, you can't say too much about the guy. I don't know how much credit you give him for that knockout of Alexander Flores, but Alexander Flores was game, just wasn't enough. Charles Martin, on the other hand, he's been definitely doing his thing. Charles Martin, definitely I feel already redeemed himself from the AJ loss and the way things went down for him. He TKO'd Gerald Washington, man. I mean, El Gallo Negro. Not easy to do that. Gerald's durable. He's been put down by a couple of guys, but only top guys. Luis Ortiz, yeah, I think Luis Ortiz has a real fight. And Charles Martin, man, he might could pull it off, He might could pull it off on this. I know that Luis Ortiz will probably be the favorite. Raw dog, torta cubana. Oh yeah, what does that mean? You think that he's gonna lose? Rudy to papi. Look at this champion. Bama Bo. Chee. No, but seriously, I think Luis Ortiz and Charles Martin is going to turn out to be a good fight. Who else? Frank Sanchez versus Carlos Negron. Holy schmoly. This is the heavyweight card. I mean, a lot of you had a lot to say about this too. I'm thinking to myself like, damn, this is a heavyweight card that is worth watching, man. Come on, y'all. This right here is a heavyweight bonanza. Look, Jonathan Rice versus Michael Coffey, the rematch, champ. Champ. Damn, I know Michael Coffey's gonna come in with some real serious. I mean, some real serious leather. This is a part two, man. This is redemption. This is a get back, whatever you want to call it. Jonathan Rice just wants to keep, he wants to keep his dub. Gerald Washington versus Ali Eren Demirezen, which don't know too much about Ali, but what are you gonna do? Guys from Turkey, 14-1. Don't know too much about this guy. 11 KOs, got a 73% knockout ratio. So I don't know what to make of this guy. He's fought most of his fights in the German circuit. Oh, he fought Efe Ajagba in the States at the MGM. He lost the unanimous decision. So, I mean, he's fought in the States, but I don't know if he's the favorite in this one. Gerald Washington definitely is going to be the favorite in this one. So, who else do we got here? Victor Verkist versus versus Iago Giladaz. Yeah, these are the European Eastern joints. I don't know. What else is there on the live chat? I don't know if Coffee can beat dude. I mean, Johnny Rice, yeah, Johnny Rice is a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, I don't know. Rudy Tupapi. Call you Rudy Tupapi and shit. I can't keep saying that shit. Not just kidding. Yo, what you think about Jacobs versus Ryder in February? I mean, what do you want me to think? He's fighting he's fighting Ryder. I don't know if that's something that people will get super excited about, but I'm glad that, we're gonna get to see Danny Jacobs back in there. And a guy like Ryder, I don't know if it's like the best opponent to see him in there with, but nonetheless, we'll get him back in there. Last time he fought was in I think it was November last year, 2020. So he hasn't fought in a while. I get it. You got to come back. You don't want nothing too crazy, So John Ryder, why not? Why not? Danny it's been off for a year, so it's not something that it's out of tune. But the gorilla is gonna be looking to, pounce on his man. He's gonna hit him with the freaking super. Oh, you can seriously. He's TKO'd his last guy. I mean, he lost to Calum though, unanimous decision. I don't know what to make of that, but he looks like a tough comeback. I mean, look, Danny's been out of there for a year, so not a bad fight to come back to. Let's see what Danny got left in the top echelon of boxing to see maybe we could see him in there with some of the top guys again. He's fought all the top guys though. Danny's been there, done that. I don't know who he would have his sights on. I know it wasn't John Ryder, but he's coming back to that fight, so I'm not mad at him. Yo, Steve in the UK, I'm not even moking yet. I'm not even gone with the win yet, champ. No Scarlett, no Johansson. Not seriously. I'm just I'm been reading a lot, so I'm a little beat. But let me wake my ass up though. I'm gonna hit the blinds. Cheer. I'm gonna let some of this cold New Jersey wind kick in and shit. Let me tell you, Jersey's frio right now. It's so cold. Ness is out there in the Florida weather, man. Yo, Florida was so nice. Can't talk enough about it. Luis Reyes, damn, bro, you trying to have cats do rails and shit? Chill. I'm good with the Mota Holmes. For me, thankfully, it doesn't get me too sleepy. It kind of gets me more chill. Uh, what else can we talk about? Yeah, man. You in Florida, I'm in Jersey. Danny Garcia is the Don. Yeah, most definitely. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about the 2022 schedule, champ. Who else do we got? Um, Shit, we can't even go too forward. I don't know what big names are really scheduled. I know January 15th, we got Joe Smith Jr. versus Callum Johnson um, on ESPN Plus and ESPN. And in Paris, we got Tony Yoka versus Carlos Takam. Holy shit. That's going to be a good one. And I don't know how deep into the schedule I could go, but definitely looking at some good fights for the first quarter of 2022. This is I guess the Christmas TBV freestyle topic status right now. So if you want to throw anything into the chat, you can do so. Natural AC activated Dr. Mofongo, bro. I got some. I gotta. I got the Ultra AC right now. But back of my neck's freezing already. This is Arthur Hawkins hawking him down. He says, "Yo, what do you think about the WBC calling Devin Haney a Pride champion? What the hell does that even mean? I didn't get wind of that. Who said that? A Pride champion? He's a champion. I mean, does he have pride? I mean, pretty sure he's Pride. I heard one of the Paul brothers want to fight Chavez Jr. Yeah, man, they want to fight with Chavez Jr., bro. I mean, look, it's a fight. I thought it was Jake Paul. Um, I don't know if it was Logan. Maybe I got the title screwed up. Who knows, man? Rider of the Storm. Yeah, man. I don't know. We might have to give him some credit, or maybe not, because they just brought it up to my attention that Anderson Silva beat Chavez Jr. So, like, what kind of credit do we give him? What kind of credit are we giving Jake Paul for that one? Haney made boxing history, the first Pride champ. Are you serious? I mean, are you serious? Who said that? I mean, I'm gonna have to check that out, champ. I don't know if that was true. Do me, what the fuck is slow? Slow. Tio beat the man and Cambosos beat him. Yo, do me, what the fuck is slow? Oh, it's the chat, right? The chat is on super slow mo. Yeah, man, I gotta fix that. Hold up. Dumatron is activado. Give me a second. Hold on. First, I gotta hit you up with the soundbite and shit, cause that's what I'm gonna do.
Dumatron activated.
All right, let me get on top of that, champ. Think I know what's wrong. Hold up now, champ. Hold up. Hold up. Where the hell is it? Okay. Okay, boom. Yeah, let me see if I can edit some of the oh no. Can I? Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that right now, Coach Mitty. I think I know what you're talking about. It's the chat. It's moving super slow. Give me a sec. Let me see if I can fix that. Or maybe I can fix it from my end. Radio podcast, boom, customization. I think I got it. I got it, champ. I got it. Bam. All right. Okay. I mean, refresh. Maybe now it's working. Yeah, refresh. All right. Okay, give me a sec. All right, I think I fixed it, y'all. So y'all probably y'all probably got it going now. I know the chat must have been super slow. Slow mode is on. Send a message every woman. What the hell is this? Pull up the WBC. Okay. Yo, Coach Media, let me know if the chat is still good, or I don't know what's going on right now with the chat. It should be good now. I think it was on slow mode, but we'll see what's happening right now. Who else do we got? What else do we got on the give me a second. Give me a sec. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wow. Getting calls and shit. Let me see. Boom. Do me look high as God got his titties. Yo, Rodney, man, you wrong, champ. Do me pull up the WBC. Do me give the chat a bumski. I just did, man. I don't know what the fuck. Send the message every 1 minute. Slow mode is on. I gotta turn this shit off again. I don't know what that slow mo stuff is on. Like I said, y'all, bear with me so I can get this chat pumping. Give me a sec. I don't even know what. Oh, okay. See, I know what I'm doing right now. Chill, Chizzy. They try to put a damper on the party right now, but I'm gonna kill them right now with get out of my face. Maximum, minimum. How long you want to wait between? Okay, community setting. Boom. All right, y'all should be good. Okay. All right, boom. All right, y'all. Go ahead and hit that refresh so y'all. There we go. Now it's pumping. All right, that was the amateur hour, real quick. Let's go, champ. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in too, man. This is the Doomatron. You're here on the Boxing Voice podcast radio show. They left me with the keys right now, and I am driving the boat. You know, the best I can. He hopped in. No compass, no map. But we're holding it down right now. So slow mode is off, sonic mode is on. Let's go, champ. Y'all can chat, and not have to worry about that bullshit that was clicked on since I just did it. Devin the Pride Champion, straight dot. I mean, look, man, the kid's getting all his bullshit, but at the same time, he just showed us that he could be disciplined and win fights. You know, he did his thing. The Business TV, shout out to you, man. You the Capitan, Captain Doomsday, Doomachat, Doomachat activation. Tigrazo. Yo, man, listen, I appreciate y'all, man. You know, I'm gonna have to come in here a little more correct for tomorrow's morning show, but again, I just jumped on kind of blind. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, putting up with my lagging and lack of topic structure today. But you know, appreciate the community still tuning in with me. I mean, look, man, you guys can throw in topics on the chat. I'm really open right now. There's so much that happened this year. There's so much that we are anticipating and want to happen for the new year in 2022. So, you know, there's a few things to talk about still. I don't expect tonight's show to go on 4 hours or anything like that, but I do want to hear what you got to say about the boxing schedule. So he says, Doomy, bring on Cash Weezy as a co-host. Listen, guys, I'm going to be able to bring on whoever as a co-host. I mean, if somebody right now responded on the pre-pro, but you know, I'm feeling like Ness right now. Shit, nobody responds on the pre-pro. But tomorrow I'll be able to pull in some guys visually. So you know, tonight's show probably won't be conducted like that. But if they wanted to come on audio, they could definitely come on. They're more welcome to come on. So yeah, let's see who comes on tonight. Holds it down with me maybe another hour, and we just kind of walk through this Thursday night flagship show freestyle, and come back tomorrow morning for the Christmas Eve morning special. Yeah, champs. Canelo. Let me see who wins Khan versus Brook. Coach Mitty made a good stake of claim for a win by Khan. You know, he broke it down pretty good. Brook's tough as nails. He's got a big heart. This guy doesn't know how to say no, and you got to break him in order to make him quit. Can Khan do that? Only through accumulation, like Coach Mitty said, because I don't think he has that one stop power that'll be able to damage Kell Brook. Do me, what's that? I'm hearing about Border Wars 14 being in Texas. The best dad. Yes, there is a strong possibility. We wanted to do a Border War show today, but we weren't able to. Had to do the flagship. So yeah, I'll be doing a Border Wars show and let you guys know what's going on with Border Wars 14. Definitely Texas is one of the things in the works, but there was other talks right after Border Wars 13 about New Mexico. So I just got to get in contact with Hector Munoz and Rel, who won his fight in the last Border Wars, and see how how the weather's looking out there. But right now, Dallas is definitely in talks, champ. Midi, yeah, man, definitely, brother. I'm gonna definitely need some of the guys to help me out in the morning to come on and kick it with me while I figure all this stuff out. I'll definitely try to do my best, to keep the boat afloat and keep the topics, relevant and official. So yeah. What else do we got? Zaur Abaduloev. Why do we want to talk about this man, Mr. Raw Dog? Haney beat nobody for it. Okay, I see what you guys are talking about. Listen, man, I can't talk anything about Haney, man. Devin Haney stayed disciplined, wins the fight. I could bet my money on him. You know, I want to be able to bet on you because I know you can stick to the game plan. So Devin Haney right now for me is a for show. You know what I mean? He got the guaranteed money right now. I don't see the kid losing to any of these guys right now. Uh, I thought it might have been Lopez that could beat him, but Lopez is got to come back with the comeback before he turns into the takeover again. I don't know how that works, but I definitely expect him to come back with an A game and with a better mental state, right? Because he still has a future. I haven't given up on him, so we'll see where he comes back. But Devin's doing his thing, won his fight. Let's go, champ. We had to do a recount. Devin has been waiting his turn. Definitely been waiting his turn for a long time. He stays patient. He shows up at fights. He shows up at your favorite fighters' fights and talks his game. So he's actively looking for it. He's asking for it. So I hope the kid gets it. He's running towards the fire. You gotta admire that. Okay, Jake Paul with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in talks. That was the title, but we know we're doing it freestyle right now. 2022 boxing schedule looking good. Some of the fights that you're anticipating. Let me know what you want Santa to bring to your boxing Christmas gift. What kind of gift do you want boxing Santa to give you? What fight are you hoping for? What's in the goodie bag for boxing fans this year, man? Let's see what we got. All right, so I'm gonna have to turn key right now if I could, even though my mouse keep giving me problems. Straight looking for batteries right now for the last 20 minutes. Let me see where it's at. Yeah, I can't find fucking batteries. You believe that shit? I'm gonna have to keep it. Okay. Then the thing comes back. Devin, okay. What is your opinion of CTE in boxing? Don't know exactly what you mean by that. What is my opinion of CTE and boxing? Well, yeah. I mean, we're in a sport that it's concussive. I don't think it's like football, but it's definitely concussive. Luis Reyes, you wish, champ. Who wins, Barrios or Thurman? Honestly, the question is, it's over Thurman. I think Thurman wins, but I think that a lot of people got more questions about Thurman than they do Barrios. Barrios lost to Javante, and he lost, and he wasn't at his most optimal weight. And he was doing pretty good up until then. He had some tough fights here with some contenders, but I'll give Thurman the win on that one, man. You know, I don't know by a knockout or not. I would have to see if we got the one time back. Definitely a live dog though. Super shout out to Super Max, one of the wrenches in the game right now in the live chat. Shout out to you. I don't know. I gotta see what kind of I want to see Benavidez versus Charlie. I gotta see where Benavidez's eyes are really set right now. Benavidez is also another one that's chasing the big ticket. Doesn't want to waste any more time. But if he fought Charlo, that would definitely give him a stake uh, in the game for the lottery ticket, man. Because you beat a Charlo, which is one of the fighters that Canelo, sort of is told that he kind of dodged him, not dodged him, but like he definitely didn't call out for Charlo, and David Benavidez goes in there and he beats a Charlo. He can say, hey, listen, I'm beating the guys that Canelo didn't fight. So there's a storyline there. It's definitely a storyline there, and it's definitely a good fight at the end of the day. A fight against a Charlo was definitely a big fight. Two top guys, young, and basically on their pinnacle of greatness. I mean, Charlo's done his thing. He's a champ. David's done his thing. Two-time champ, I believe. So yeah, who wins, Loma or Tank? Honestly, man, we got to see Tank in a vulnerable state. Hand was busted from the very beginning of the fight. We got to see how he handled himself in adversity. I don't know. Loma's a force to be reckoned with, man, but he doesn't hit like Tank. Again, Loma's just that volume puncher that's gonna frustrate the shit out you, pepper you to death. Dumi, you see that video of Canelo driving the semi truck full of toys for kids? Yeah, man. Shout out to Canelo, man. Giving back. And he was driving a semi truck full of trucks, dropped them off himself. So, the guy's out there doing his good Samaritan work, philanthropy, whatever you want to call it. But he's out there helping the less fortunate. It's definitely tis the season to be jolly, right? So, Peter Stevens says, but isn't Canelo's position is what can Benavidez and Charlo offer him? What is your take on that? A Canelo excuse or legitimate? But isn't Canelo's position is what can Benavidez Charlo? Okay, I can't understand that. But let me see. The truck never got out of first gear. Yeah, right. Supermax. I don't know if it was in first gear or not. I saw the pictures. I didn't see the video. B Dog, who knows, man? He he knows how to drive big trucks. I think he has that Mercedes truck that's like looks like a dually. I think if I'm not mistaken. Call me the dually. Okay, did Canelo have the best trash talk of 2021? Yeah, man. I think Canelo won with that, man. Canelo activated and shit and started going to war.
Yeah. I see you outside. Yeah, man. Fucking.
Canelo had the best soundboard bites too on my board, man. I mean, everything he was saying was gold.
Payday. You want payday? I know that.
And a lot of them came from that Demetrius Andrade encounter. That's the crazy part. It all started there. Then it went into the plant.
You are a horrible fighter, man. You never gonna get that fight, man. You are a horrible fighter. Horrible fighter. Horrible fighter.
Man, he said it with such passion. It was fucking hilarious to me, man. I never heard Canelo talking like this. That was definitely one of the banter highlights for boxing 2021. Luis Reyes, but we have J-Lo. Yeah. Angel's funny.
This is different. You understand? We have Jennifer Lopez, we have Maluma, we have J Balvin, we have
He said we had James Maluma, J Balvin, Jennifer Lopez. My man went on a rant. He was wilding. Shout out to Angel though. I know he meant well. What a what a situation, man. That's another. Yeah, we had a little bit of everything, man. We had a little bit of everything this year. No, not Angel Dooms. No, not Angel. Teofimo Lopez Jr. Senior. I'm sorry. It just reminds me of Angel. It reminds me of Angel sometimes. I get it mixed up. But yeah, it's Teofimo Senior. Let me correct myself because I know we're on Sonic too. Don't want to get that confused. He said J Balvin. Yeah, J Balvin, Maluma, Jennifer Lopez. It's different out here. He was flexing all the names. Um, Shout out to everybody tuning in too. Again, we're going freestyle Thursdays for this flagship. Definitely didn't have anything prepared, so we duly apologize if there's some dead air. Obviously, we'll have it together on the morning show. This is Alex Doomsday Linus. Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna keep it rolling a few more minutes, and then I'll go ahead and end it. Start preparing for tomorrow, so we could go ahead and have some normality again with the show. But yeah, man, appreciate you, Peter. Again, I'll have it a little bit more tight for tomorrow's show in the morning, so we can go ahead and maybe have some callers and have a little bit more normalcy than we're having today. So I'm just glad to be tuning in. I hope everybody's having a happy holiday and they're getting ready for a great 24th and getting ready for the new year. So, I mean, the Jake Paul versus Julio Chavez Jr. in talks was the title. 2022 boxing schedule looking good. Again, we could talk about a couple of things. We could talk about some of the matches that happened this year. Maybe some of the underrated matches. I know I asked what fight you believe was the best this year, but let's talk about some of the fights that were kind of looked over that turned out to be, very good fights that, didn't get as much attention as it should have. I know some of the hardcores are probably going to call and say, talk about some of them. And yeah, I mean, super just hit me up. Says talk about Tyson Fury possibly fighting in a non-title fight next. Yeah, what do you think about that? I mean, Tyson Fury is definitely the champion. But Frank Warren, and I'm a quote from one of the Michael Benson tweets, says Frank Warren has indicated that Tyson Fury versus Dillian White will likely not be next. He said White's arbitration with WBC over the purse split won't be decided until a hearing in March. So Fury intends to fight someone else first, with the WBC title not at stake. So this is like a keep busy fun fight for Tyson Fury. Who's available? Who's available, and you know how Tyson Fury is. Who gets up, who he gets up for. Tyson Fury has to get excited in order for him to want to get out the couch and fight somebody. Big Fish Vegas says best dad ever. I'm coming for you, Mike Tyson voice. Oh man, shout out to Big Fish Vega coming at him with a.
I mean, they're as good as dead.
He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man. You can't touch me. You're not man enough.
Damn, coming in, Mike Tyson. KO of the year, Jake Paul or Oscar Valdez. Wow. Was there any other like super KOs this year, or was Jake Paul and Oscar Valdez really truly the best ones? But if you're giving me a choice, I think Oscar Valdez was more epic just because he's a real boxer. Not to take away from Jake Paul's, but Oscar just did it a little bit better, and he did it on his back foot. Nah, it's still for the real championship, the ring title. Oh, okay. The business TV says that the lineal is still on. I mean, I don't know if it's the lineal, the lineal ring. I don't know. But it definitely won't be for the WBC. That's for sure. B Dog, why you say that, bro? I got to hear that story. Why would you think Valdez cheated? I don't know what that means. Oh, you're talking about the T. Okay, I see where you're going with this. I don't know, man. I mean, look, it won't be written that way, so we're just gonna have to leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be it's not gonna be written that way. It's not gonna be remembered that way. So, whether he drank the tea before or not, or what the hell they were doing, it's not gonna matter, man. That Callum Smith KO was ridiculous. The way the guy was twitching on the floor, brutal. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a pretty crazy knockout for Callum Smith, man. Just goes to show you the kind of caliber of fighter that Canelo was dismantling, bro. Callum Smith did go up in weight, and He crushed Lennon Castillo, man. He knocked him out in the second round. Lennon was, yeah, he had his word for a second. He stiffened up on us, and the KO was pretty bad. Yeah, Mitty, the real big baby KO'd the insurance worker, aka Nestor Gibbs' next opponent for Border Wars 16 and shit. What was my man's name? Bayed. Oh my god, I can't. Abayel or somebody's gonna tell me the name. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, we were all excited on him too. We all thought he was the best, the next underdog story. But Anderson definitely stopped that train in its tracks. Oh yeah, I know what I'm talking about too, Mac. Like I don't remember. What was the guy's name? Kinsley. Yeah, Ibe. Kinsley Ibe. That was his name. Ibe. It's funny when I saw B Dog say it on the chat, I thought he was incorrect. He had a typo, and no, that was his last name. It was Ibe. Kinsley Ibe. Oh, I think played football too. No, he was not just a insurance salesman. He was he was definitely some type of sports player. I think it was football. Who wins, Usyk or Jake Paul? CSS voting. I'm gonna act like you didn't ask that. Uh, you already know, man. Jake Paul still has a lot to prove in the boxing purity of the story here. He hasn't beat anybody. He hasn't beat anybody that's solid boxer. So Usyk is a whole nother fucking story. He was also selling tacos. Mitty, what are you talking about? I need some tacos right now. Fucking hungry. Who else do we got on the super chat? Nobody else. Nope. All right. What do we got here? I'm gonna say I'm gonna give it another shot. Maybe with some more fights for the boxing schedule. I mean, look, 2021 is looking already super. And you have Vito Milianecki and Joey Spencer fighting on the 25th. So we're still gonna get some cool fights before the year's over. But I think that's it. The December, Gennady Golovkin, Royal Maroda was canceled, so we ain't getting that. And who knows what else we're gonna get, man, with this Omicron stuff going on. I hope things don't tighten up. I hope that we get some type of control on whatever's going on with this new variant. But got my pit bull next to me already, slapping his tail away. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go ahead. Let me see who he was selling. What time is the morning show? The business TV, man. We're gonna have the morning show at 9 a.m. like it usually goes down. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get ready for tomorrow and prepare the show a little bit more according to the way we do things. This was me just trying to stay aboard. It was an emergency, and I just jumped in and said, "Hey, let me keep the boat afloat." Don Hearn, nah, man, I'm hungry. Yeah, I am a little hungry, and I am a little tired, but it's not just because of that. I think I got to work on some things for tomorrow's show so that we could have a little more normalcy instead of doing the freestyle kind of show. How we do. We usually have the topics and everything written out. So I would want to do that for tomorrow and get everything ready. See if we can get some callers in. See if I can get some of the guys, man. Listen, some of the TBV fams did reach out to me and offer help. So I'm gonna go ahead and call them again and see if we can get ready for tomorrow. And talk some boxing, man, and keep this going. It's all about the TBV community, and we appreciate y'all. And we're gonna keep that content kicking out. So I'm gonna get ready for tomorrow and see if I can just build out some topics and get this good thing going. Bring Mario Backy Doomy. Yeah, man, I'll definitely hit him up too. See if he's able to come on. But I'm gonna hit up some of the other champs that also hit me up and checked in, make sure I was all right. And I appreciate it for real. Y'all know who you are. So yeah, man, guys, listen, this was a freestyle show. We were on about an hour and 24 minutes so far. So I know it's normally not the amount of content you guys are used to, but I'll definitely get something prepared for the morning. Definitely see you in the morning. And yeah, that's it, man. This is the Boxing Voice. This is TBV. This is Alex Doomsday Linus. Kicked on for y'all this morning and afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow with normal programming in the morning at 9 a.m. And appreciate everybody that tuned in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and share the show. You could also share the show. That helps us with visibility. Anybody that that loves boxing, wants to listen to a podcast show that really knows what they're talking about. Make sure you share the program and see the box that says "See Perks." That is for the memberships. If you're interested in joining the memberships, using the emojis and having the badge icons next to your name, let us know. And definitely check out those. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Dumatron's gonna go eat his cold hash brown before it gets any colder. Rod, appreciate you. Raw Dog, appreciate all of y'all, man. Listen, man, I feel the love every time I'm on here. So we're gonna keep it smashing in the morning time at 9 a.m. Eastern with TBV. Cheap. This is Al. I'm over and out. Alex Doomsday Linus on IG. Alex Linus TBV on Twitter. Alex Linus on TikTok. Where we go, we may never know, but we'll definitely be back here at 9 a.m. And it's snappy slappy time, champs. I'll see you in the morning, 9 a.m. TBV.